Welcome back to One Comic Book a Day. I broke my microphone right before doing this, and this is the only other mic I have in the house, so I'm just going to have to bear with hearing my voice oddly muffled. Today we're covering Candy Town USA, another prankster story in Action Comics 104. In this story, we learn something about the prankster. That is that he hates candy, so let's think of what we know about the prankster. Loves pranks, hates candy, looks like Howdy Doody and Clark Gable had a love child, and has a weirdly disproportionate body. So the prankster has this plan. Of course, he never really thinks out these plans very well. He's going to trick an owner of a candy company named Mr. Sweet Tooth into building a candy town. Legitimately a little town made out of candy, which is going to have a lot of logistic issues, but let's go with it. It's a comic about a guy who flies. It's fine. He climbs into this dude's window, and this guy Mr. Sweet Tooth, just accepts this proposal from a dude who climbed in through his window and looks the way he does. So what the prankster actually has in mind, he owns a rival candy company, the Goody Candy Company. This is starting to turn into tongue twisters. I've had to retake this many times. So what he does is get his henchmen to work at Sweet Tooth's candy company and make really bad candy so that the entire candy town tastes bad. Now Superman overhears all this and doesn't do anything to stop it. So when the candy company opens Candy Town USA, the candy tastes really bad and none of the kids like it. It's also going to taste really bad because it's going to go bad in the sun real quick, but whatever. We'll go with the fact that a candy company can make a candy town in this comic book world. It's not that outrageous. It turns out the prankster has built another candy town for his Goody Company. This one is used with good candy, so kids flock over there. Mr. Sweet Tooth thinks he's ruined, but Superman knows something, knows a really big twist that turns this kind of mess story, it's a prankster story, it's not going to be amazing, into something that is actually kind of incredible and rewards reading Superman for a while, specifically this golden age from the beginning, or at least for the last, 3 to 4 years in comic book time. It's like 1947, so he's been around for almost a decade. So Superman takes Mr. Sweet Tooth over there. He bats around the prankster for a while, but he has this one big surprise. It turns out that the prankster doesn't own the Goody Company. The Goody Candy Company. God, that's hard to say. Mr. Sweet Tooth does. Mr. Sweet Tooth actually owns this company. Why does the prankster think he owns the Goody Candy Company? Well, turns out he's been conned by Wolfingham. Yes, Wilbur Wolfingham, the even worse Superman villain who cons people. That's Wolfingham. He's a con artist. So, without actually ever appearing in this comic, the prankster gets conned by one of the other Superman rogues. And you know what? I love that twist. That is a 10 out of 10 twist. Love this comic for it. It just, wow. You have to understand who Wolfingham is to pull this off. So the prankster has in fact done well for Mr. Sweet Tooth and has been defeated by his own stupidity. In fact, Superman didn't have to do much. He did, in fact, rebuild the other candy town with good candy because he's Superman. So there's actually 2 good candy towns somewhere in Metropolis, or outside of Metropolis, wherever the hell he could buy land to build 2 tiny candy towns. Just wonderful. That is it from Action Comics 104. Bear with me as it's been a rough week. If you enjoyed this video, please like and subscribe, hit the bell icon to get notifications when new videos are up. I do this Monday through Friday, but Fridays is Bat Friday, where I cover a Batman story in either Detective Comics or Batman. And until next time, let's ponder the question, whatever did happen to the Man of Tomorrow? And how doesn't the prankster understand what's wrong with Wolfingham? Okay, have a great day.